welcome to Ready Set Demo from Elizabeth's Craft Room. And isn't it exciting when we first get our hands on a new catalogue? It's even better when we get to share that with fellow stampers. The enthusiasm's contagious. We can't wait to order new things and see what one another are choosing. And that's why I always hold a new catalogue event. Now, yeah, I do a crazy big event at launch with a launch event in the morning and a thank you party for my lovely customers in the afternoon. But it doesn't have to be on this scale, but definitely do some sort of a launch. So what do you do for display? Well, make some cute projects with the pre-order goodies. Again, mine is a big old one, but it doesn't need to be everything. Just show some pretty things that you have made. Everybody always asks about my boards, my display boards. I made them years ago. It's actually old-fashioned errors with from a hardware store with foam board on the back of them. I have looked everywhere and you just can't get those errors anymore. So I'm sorry about that, but there are other display boards available if you're doing a big launch. So what do I give to my attendees who come along? Absolute number one thing, everyone gets a catalogue. And also make it easy for them to order. So inside, put your order form. I usually put 2 and give them a pen. A pretty pen is good. So I have got some, I do decorate my pens usually in different ways. This year we've got little flags on them. But yes, give them a pen as well. Make it easy. I also include a wish list so they can scribble things down before they actually fill their order form in. I let them know the page numbers of the goodies that I'm sharing in one way or another. And I also give them some repositionable page flags. They're very reasonable to get from a stationery store or from Amazon, and then they can just mark pages of things that they're interested in and find them easily. So what happens at a party? Here's some ideas of activities. If you're presenting to a large group, then do a catalogue tour. It's a great way to get people opening their catalogues up and going through the pages. Don't go to every single page, you'll be there till Christmas, but highlight some of the new goodies that are your favourites, some of the things that you've got on display, some of the things you can't wait to get, and lead them through any changes that are in the catalogue. And this year, 2024, we've had a lot of layout changes. So my catalogue tour is featuring a lot of those sort of things. If you've got a smaller group, still get them opening those catalogues. Show them the projects that you've got, and you have the opportunity with a smaller number to actually demonstrate and they can see. When you've got a great big group, unless you've got some sort of overhead projector or something, they can't see little bits that you're doing, but in a small group, there's your advantage. You can actually do some demonstrating for them and show them the projects in action. Prize patrols. If you've ever been to On Stage, you know we do those there, and they're one of the most fun things. Everybody as they arrive picks out of a bucket a little punched shape. This year we are using a big leaf punch or in all sorts of different colours from our colour families and cardstock. And then as a few times during the day, we do a little drum roll, and then I will pick out some colours and people get a little prize. And if you are not in a financial position to be buying prizes at the moment, if you've got a small event, well, why not just make everybody who comes along a little handmade card or a little treat box with a chocolate in it or something, so that everybody gets a little something to take home. With my prize patrols, not everybody wins. I had 41 at my event. That would have been an expensive thing, but we have a few people that do it, and it's a fun activity for everybody. Now, here's something that everybody does do. everybody stamps. And whatever big or small, whatever your event is, you definitely want to get everybody stamping. Yay! People get to try before they buy. They find out how fantastic our goodies are. If they haven't used them before, it's even more important. But even if they have, we all like to get our hands on things and decide, oh, I really like this new in colour, or whatever it is that you're featuring. So at least one project. If you're only doing one project, make sure it features 2 or 3 things from the new catalogue. Ask for orders. One of the most difficult things, if we're a bit backward in coming forward about that, but you are putting on a show here, you're putting on an event, and it is indeed for you to have orders in your class. At your event. So I do always ask for orders. I can tell people when I'm going to be putting in the order, but better still, have an incentive for them to order whilst they are with you on that day. So here's a few ideas of incentives to buy. A lot of demonstrators do a bog off or buy one get one free sale. So how this works is they will price up, demonstrators will price up all their retiring stamps and bundles, punches and ink pads at the current price, at their original catalogue price. And then when people buy new things, they will get something free to the equivalent value of what they're spending. So if they're spending £40, they can have £40 worth of retired stock. So they get kind of a 2-for-1, buy one, get one free. You get rid of your retired stock, but you also get fantastic sales at your launch event. I do something similar, but it's a little bit different. Mine is called Liz's Lovely Launch Loot. And I do it a little bit more like Celebration. The reason I do it more like Celebration is there's less maths involved. And I like that. So basically, when they spend £45, which is the SAB price in the UK, they get to choose a stamp set. If they spend £90, they get to choose a bundle or 2 stamp sets. So very similar to Celebration, they're familiar with that, and that's how we run it. And there's no limit, so people don't have to stop at £90, and some of them don't, naming no names. If you charge for your launch event, and you may need to do that if you're hiring a hall or providing refreshments, what you can do is to include a voucher with that booking. So the voucher can only be spent on the day. So your customers, when they come along, can spend that, whatever it is, $5, £10 voucher, whatever it is, they can actually spend that on the day on new catalogue goodies. So some other ideas of what to include in your fun event. Depending on what the rules are in your area, and I know this does vary around the world, you could run a raffle. I run a raffle that is non-profit making as such. All the money that my ladies spend on raffle tickets goes in to buy raffle prizes for the next year. So that raffle has grown and grown over the years, from quite a little raffle up to a great big giant raffle. Again, it's a fun event, and people enjoy buying their tickets and coming up and choosing prizes. I also, every 2 or 3 years, I have a turnout of my 3D items that I have made, because if you're like me, you can't bear to let them go in one way, but they take a lot of space to store. So every 2 or 3 years, I do Liz's 3D takeaway and put out a big table full of 3D items, and my ladies can take 1 or more of those away. This year, it turns out I haven't done this since 2019, so they're all taking away at least 3 of them, and it's not optional, they have to take them. And it gives me some more space back in my craft room. I also give out goodie bags to everybody who attends. These do not need to be a big expensive thing. I give away some cut up pieces of DSP cut either to card front or 12 by 12 size, some lengths of ribbon, retired ribbon, some strips of bling, something like that. So they all go home with a little bit of crafty goodies to go and play with. These events can be a key part of your Stampin' Up business. You can share the excitement of the new and do it together. That infectious excitement, you can't buy that. They'll generate sales for your business. Very important if you want to carry on being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. They will give your customers a great time. These are really fun events. My ladies put them in their diary at the beginning of the year, and they always tell me they're sorry if they have to miss them. So they become a really fun part of your offering to your customers. And in creating all the display materials, you'll create some fun projects that you can reuse for classes or social media if you are doing those things. So it's time, go for launch. I think you will enjoy the process, your customers will enjoy it, and yay, who doesn't want new Stampin' Up goodies? If you've enjoyed visiting Ready Set Demo today and you want more information like this, project ideas, classes, freebies and giveaways, then make sure you sign up for my newsletter, which you will find in the details below if you're watching on YouTube. Also, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to welcome you back here to Ready Set Demo. Thanks for visiting today. Bye.